What's the plan today?
What's the plan?
What is the plan?
Should have thought about that really, shouldn't we?
Got to have a plan. We'll conjure something up.
We're going to do some form of experiment.
Yes.
So welcome to YouTube, those over on YouTube. You are joined this evening with me and Tony, or Tony and I.
With Neil and I.
Ricky's rang in sick again.
What a film that was. Rang him sick. Yeah. You didn't clock him on, did you?
Babsy, hello.
All right, Babs.
We're just waiting for the list to populate a bit and then we'll get into what we're doing. Yes. How's your weekends been? What you all been up to? Have you been paranormal investigating or have you been ghost hunting? What you been doing?
Or have you been normal investigating? Evening, guys and viewers.
Hello, Tina.
Hello, Tina Byrne. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Should have brought a fidget spinner.
A fidget.
Hi, Mike. How are you doing?
Your
Tony's
wish.
ball. Aluminum ball.
Aluminum. I feel the energy building up. Going to be a big spark come from that, going straight to your chest. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum.
Good evening, welcome to YouTube and TikTok. We're currently live streaming on both platforms. Who's going under tonight? Possibly Tony, because I want to check. We're going to monitor his heartbeat.
Yeah.
Because we did a bit of research saying doing this kind of experiment can affect obviously the front lobes, which
Hello, Alan.
does something to your heart rate and basically can change your blood pressure and things. So before I go back under, I just want to check it using Tony as a guinea pig.
Interesting angle. Yeah, very interesting angle.
Firefly, hello. Shandy, hello.
We'll be careful, Angel. We won't be doing anything different.
Jaya, good evening. Have you all had a good weekend? What you been doing?
What you been doing? What you been up to?
Hi, Jack.
Hiya, Jack.
What was that? How are we? How are we?
How are we?
How are we?
How are we? I've just got rid of one of them.
I don't think I'll get another Hawaii.
How are we? Jade's working. Oh no, sad face. Turn that frown upside down.
Please share the live with friends, as Babs says over on TikTok. Hit the like button as well if you don't mind. And
Hi,
comment
Christine.
the shit away on the screen.
And tap, tap, tap to your heart's content. You know what we want to see. Plenty of those little hearts going up the right hand side of the screen. It makes us
What
happy.
date is it today?
It's the 15th.
15th.
Yes.
How long we got till the event? About
15 days.
15
well,
days.
16 days, isn't it?
2 weeks to go, and we are going to be live, hopefully from a really cool location. The Yummy Donut. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday.
Angel says, may I ask if your name will pop up? Please let E know.
I ask if... Is it a name will pop up or your name?
No.
Is that a typo?
I don't know.
Exciting, Babs. Yeah.
Oh, exciting.
Ricky was going to join us, but he informs us that his car is shafted.
So he's let us down again? No, he either comes or he doesn't. It's not the end of the world. But we do enjoy having him here because we know it makes him happy.
Being on hot toddies, NASA.
Oh, where? Do you know, you can get some pills for that. They stabilise your stomach a bit.
Babsy doing the PSI method. No, she's not here. What we're doing tonight, Angel, we're going to be doing probably the PSI method, but we're going to attempt not a real long version with Tony, but we just want to check his heart rate and things as he's doing it.
I've just thought. Let me just see if I can, because the screen shuts off on these, doesn't it? In battery saving mode.
Yeah.
So let's just
Keep the screen on.
Yeah, if I can. Right, okay. Battery management.
SR Spookfest, how are you doing? Somebody suggested it a couple of weeks back that we try and track, it might have been Mike, try and track people's heart rate as we're doing the experiment. Other than buying, I don't know what you call them, the ECG machines. We've got like a smartwatch, we're going to track the heart rate on it as we're doing it. Yeah, it was Mike. Mike just said it was him.
Display. Aha. Right.
Heading into the haunted maze to scare people. Where's that? Where's the haunted maze? That sounds cool. Sparky, we're good. How are you doing? There he is. Ricky's over on TikTok. Ahoy, car trouble once again. What's up with it, Ricky? What is start? Is it the damp weather?
What's up with your car, Ricky? Speak to the expert.
The Busch Gardens,
I'll see if I can get to the end of the
Virginia. Oh, okay then. We won't be going there. Sounds good though. You have to do a video, put it on your channel. Rochelle, how are you doing?
Hi, Rochelle. Da, 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 da.
Lost Whispers Paranormal, good evening, over on TikTok. So Tony's just changing the settings so we can hopefully track this heart rate as we're doing the experiment.
That should do it.
That should do it.
Always on.
You can change it back, can't you, after that?
Reminds me of an old girlfriend.
Oh, Rochelle's got a cold, but
What?
is here. Oh, I hope you get better soon. Lazarus, Ricky Gervais going ghost hunting would make for great entertainment. He doesn't believe in anything like that though, does he?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
He's real anal about it, in fact. I've seen him talking about that before.
Ah, it's gone. It has gone off. I can't keep this screen on, dude. We might struggle a bit.
What if you just move your wrist every now and again? Would it come back on?
I'm sure it will.
So we'll track it anyway from the beginning and even at the end, but every now and again just move your wrist.
Yeah, I'll see if I can remember. Do I have to say the words?
The ghost of Kappa Pass.
Kappa Pass.
Toby Ann, hello.
That was a metal smelting firm, literally just a few short stone throws up the river.
Is it?
Yeah, Kappa Pass. Oh, I'm out of two.
Out of tea. Good evening, Tracy. How are you doing?
All right, Trace.
Well, we're here, so I suppose, yeah, we're okay.
Yeah, I can't. There's one thing wrong with that screen. You can't see any of the other information when it's on.
Hi, everybody coming in, multitasking, says Shandy. Welcome, Lazarus.
Risen from the dead to join us. How considerate. Thank you very much.
I was looking at one of
Thank you
them
very much.
drum pads, what I was talking to you about.
Oh, yeah, practice pad.
Yeah, I might have a go.
Yeah. Yes. There is nothing wrong with improving your hand-eye coordination. Paradiddles,
Paradiddle.
otherwise known in the trade as a mama dada. Mama dada, mama dada, mama dada, mama dada, mama dada.
Yeah, I suppose. Do you know, while we're doing this experiment, would it be possible to, or if you put it all away, also have a go on the thermal camera?
I can grab the thermal camera.
Is that all right?
Yeah, of course it is.
What else did we need?
Tri-field?
Tri-field meter, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? I should really bring stuff with me, shouldn't I?
That's all right. You take it.
Is it Brandy Snap? It is. Brandy Snap. The fair in Hull, I think it finished last night, the last night. But this is not from the fair. This is better stuff, I think. Fox's brandy snap. It's a bit more of a snap to it. Tastes better. Yeah, thermal. Yeah, we're going to bring the thermal in just to, if Tony says he can feel something or being touched, obviously I'll point the thermal at him and take a reading temperature with it as well. Kevin Spirit, communication and res. It's been cut off the rest of it. Hello. Sorry, running behind. Hope all is well. Ah, bollocks.
Right, what I'll do...
It's on my phone. It's only giving me half a message.
I'll turn the...
Oh, Rochelle, 3 months. Congratulations on being a member over on YouTube for 3 months.
Very good. Right, I'll put it on... I'll set it on milligauss, the standard reading, and I'll turn the...
So the sound's all right because you won't hear it, will you? Or shall I turn it off? Will it get annoying?
No, keep the sound on because it might be good for the viewers if there is anything going on.
What you set on?
It's on standard milligauss. It's a reading we all understand, isn't it?
So, but that might trigger it. The lamp, the phone.
Well, it's reading pretty much 0, 0 there, 0, 1.
If I don't move it, that should be all right there. But if I have a sudden spike, it's not power surge, it's demons. That's what it is, it's demons.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, it's a skinwalker this week.
bound to be demons.
Skinwalkers. We'll go with that.
Turn the old thermal cam on.
That box sounds sick. Yeah, these tri-field meters are cool. These digital tri-field meters. It's a TF2 if anybody's interested.
And there's Mark's.
That's the
Mark's
thermal.
face there. looking like a man in black. Yeah, and for the purpose of our YouTube people, there we go. So we'll have the thermal cam out.
So I'm just pulling the red trigger to take a picture if there's out there. And use it for a while.
Yeah, so pull the trigger,
Store it.
click the little tick.
All right, cool.
Little tick appears.
Yeah.
Confirm it.
Cool.
Brilliant. So that's there. Tri-field meter's there.
That's there, that's there.
Obviously.
Hot stuff, baby, this.
It's not a stud detector.
Hot stuff detector. Brandy snaps, says Shandy. Rochelle's never had brandy snap, obviously she's from Canada. What is it, Tony? It's got ginger in it, hasn't it? It's like a hard shell.
It's kind of like a caramelized sugar roll, if you like, with extra flavourings and this, that and the other. Let's have a look. Let's just have a quick look. What is brandy snap? Wheat flour, partially inverted sugar, syrup, butter and oil, glucose syrup, salt emulsifier, lecithin, ground ginger and tartaric acid and flavouring.
It's got soya in it.
Yeah, it's got wheat flour as well. I've cut all kind of like wheat-based products out of my diet.
I didn't realise it was in it, otherwise I wouldn't have ate it as well. I can't
No,
have soya.
well, a little bit now and again. Especially seeing as though it's brandy snap.
Sweet taco. Oh, it looks like a taco, I suppose.
Yeah, sweet taco, yeah. Or if you're from Hull, sweet taco.
Common at Christmas time, Shandy.
It is.
Do you know what I like Christmas time? Black Forest Gatto.
Oh, yeah.
With some, maybe a bit of cream on.
Oh, God, yeah.
So I'm going to get fat this Christmas. Ginger snap. It is like ginger snap, yeah. You can find those at the store. Well, you can in the UK. I don't know what stores you've got over there. Probably could. Is it Walmart what own Asda's and Tesco?
Yeah, I think it is.
So
Yeah,
if there's a Walmart
yeah.
near you, I'm sure you can get them from there because they sell them.
But then again, Walmart sell guns, don't they? And they don't over here, so they might not sell brandy snap over there.
Yeah.
Where is the middle? There is no middle. That's the con. It looks so nice on the box. You think, oh yeah, I'll have some of them.
You thought it came with filling. No, you can make your own cream and put your cream in it.
And then you pull one out and go, bollocks.
Bollocks, where's my cream?
Was that the follow-up to Donald, where's my trousers?
Yeah. Donald, where's
Bollocks,
my cream?
where's my cream?
Anyway, I best write this down, haven't I? When you finish troughing, you got a pen, please?
In the pen holder.
What's the date? The 15th?
It is. You have to add your own middle. If you're that fussed about it.
They are nice with creaming. We had some before with creaming at that Masonic thing we went to, didn't we? We had like berries with it. Berries and ice cream. Indeed. Callum, how are you doing? I just mentioned, for those of you that are members on YouTube, members of the channel, the Annabelle project is coming along. Obviously with illness, I couldn't help, but it's a bit behind.
And we did have a little bit of a faux pas. I gave Matt the wrong SD card.
Yeah, so. And obviously, remind me to take it with me tonight.
Yeah, I will. In fact, I'll go and get it now.
So I don't forget. So hopefully it'll be up this week for those of you that are subscribed members on YouTube. Black Forest cake is so common, maybe they ran out. Yeah, I mean, they're really hard to get at Christmas time around here. I kind of get one, a frozen one, and just put it in the freezer.
Guard it with your life. That cost me £60,000.
Cool. 64 gig. I'll just stick it there, look. Not here, Rochelle.
La 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 la.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bit of a panic. People go panic buying here near Christmas. You can't get Black Forest Gatto. Turkey crowns are hard to get as well because obviously we get turkeys, not goose.
Hey up, Trish. How are you doing?
I thought she was talking to me.
Not bad, gorgeous.
My mum was talking about them the other day too. What was that? Black Forest Gatto.
Brandy snap.
Brandy snap.
I reckon.
Pomegranate as well this time of year. You get pomegranate. Tina bought a couple from the fair and she fed it to the parrot. Ooh. Strawberry shortcake is hard at Christmas. Your family loves it. Is it? All right, Rochelle.
Frill God says lol. Or is that she's sending lots of love? I don't know.
Black Forest Gatto. Right. I do like it though. I'm not keen on blackcurrant, but I don't know why. It just... Maybe because it's a cake. I can eat a cake. That's what it is, isn't it, Tony?
What's that?
I don't like blackcurrant, but it's on Black Forest Gatto. I like Black Forest Gatto.
Well, it's the sum of the parts, isn't it? And not just having it on its own.
It's the sponge and the cream with it, I think.
It's like, I like
Trifle.
salt.
I have a trifle as well, Jay, yeah.
I like salt, but I couldn't eat
Cherries
a
as
lot
well,
of it.
yeah.
But when it's with caramel, something weird about that combination, the sugary, salty combination of salted caramel that you just can't get enough of it, can you?
Right.
So it's definitely a thing. It's one of those things. It's a sum of the parts.
Can guys be pretty? Toby Ann asks. You like trifle? We have one of everything. We don't just have one cake. We get a trifle or we make one.
Can guys be pretty?
Traditional Christmas
I
cake.
guess
Yeah, we
so.
get one of those. Only a small one though because it's a bit rich, I think.
Much in the same way that women can be handsome. Guess so.
Is there enough battery in that? It's got 2.
Oh, there'll be enough. Have faith.
Anyway.
Trust the process.
So we better start this experiment and then talk about it.
Let's start the
Because
experiment.
people don't want to talk about Christmas food with us.
God, no.
Chestnuts as well. I like roasted chestnuts. Don't you?
Yeah.
I'm not big on dried fruit. Not really.
Yeah, I don't mind dried fruit.
I don't mind a bit of Christmas cake with loads of custard. Maybe rum custard would be nice, wouldn't it?
Toby Ann says, would you like to be called pretty and call me what you want as long as it's not rude? David Beckham was pretty.
Do a
in his-
baseline
in his
reading,
manual
Mike.
head. Yeah, exactly.
All right, we'll do a baseline reading. I'm going to leave the tri-field there because it's reading 0 and I don't want to move it towards the camera because it will go off.
And we'll have nothing else going on, so
It's pretty much 0, 0.1 there, which is nothing. It's basic for the cameras what are interfering with it. So we do know that it's at that. Tony's temperature roughly is hot.
I'm hot stuff.
40. Hang on a sec. You can't be that hot, you'd be dead. You know how hot your top part is, your head?
Go on.
48.2. Is this in Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Is it in Fahrenheit?
It doesn't say.
What's it say on the screen? It
Well,
should
you've gone
do.
to 50 now.
Max 39 point.
What are we reading in?
I thought that was set at Celsius because it's what I understand. I don't get the Fahrenheit thing.
That's American, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your ones look great. I meant to look at your ones, SR Spookfest. Everybody go over to SR Spookfest YouTube channel and go look at the ones on the videos and buy some.
Your phone runs hotter than my computer does.
It's an iPhone, isn't it? The crap.
My iPad's 38.4.
Thanks, yeah, got 11 done. 4 more working on slicing your finger.
Your
I'm
phone is
going to write that down. I want to look at SR Spookfest channel. I will forget by the time we've
40.7.
finished.
Hey!
Spookfest. Because I wanted to have a look at that.
Thank you for the flame heart, Tracy. Ta very much.
Apple pie with cheese.
Carol.
Oh, I don't know if I'd have...
Oh,
Cheese.
no. Okay, Christmas cake with cheese. I absolutely love that. What a great combination. it is.
Dirty gift.
Thank you for that. Why is it dirty? Thank you for sending positivity. Thank you so much. Thank you, NASA.
Badger, good evening. Jaya is saying
Tony's hot.
Yeah, oh, sorry, it's baseline reading one. So we're on the standard magnetic field, which is reading 0, 0.1. So we're going to say 0. That's
Yeah.
and I'm going to leave it there. We're not going to move it.
And don't forget, that's the peak.
Tony's
at the top.
is 48. It's hot stuff.
So that gives you an average for about 5 seconds at the top. It'll always read the peak. I think these.
Body is 40.
I think these numbers should be the other way around, like the average peak, and then the real time reading. I think they should be the other way around, but it's now the summit. Thank you for the heart thing. The heart, mate.
Your bottom
Carol.
part's just as hot.
My bottom. Got on
Head,
half now.
body, ass. 40 degrees.
Hi, Jem.
What's going down in the groove town tonight?
It's going down. Thank you for the heart, mate.
Can you tell me what your heart rate is, Tony, please?
My heart rate is. God, not on this tiny display. There should be a way where you can just get the heart rate on the front of this display.
I'd have to look. It's
90.
Hey, that's
90.
a bit high.
You know, it's like I was saying, even when he used to go training, it always has been.
I've got blood pressure, mine's that. So, you might, do you get your blood pressure checked often?
Don't need to. No, I've always had a high heart rate, even at rest, even in my early 20s when I started training.
What's
I used
that?
to.
25. What's that? I don't, should we just do the heart rate so we don't faff about?
I don't know. I don't bloody know.
92. Start. So kind of just taking a couple of little baseline readings as Mike asked us to, so we're going to, which is what we should do really.
I can actually bring my heart rate down.
Yeah, you can. If you can, you do concentrate with your breathing. How hot am I? 39. My body's actually colder than you. So we started at 92.
Well, I did have it down to 86. No, just start it at like an average of 90. So
I wrote 9.2, that's what it was.
Okay. Excuse me. So at least we've got the
How's
screen
that?
on
Hello.
all the time. So at least that's on all the time. So you might just have to
Do that. What's that, Rochelle? Think cold blue, ocean cold blue, ocean. Is that how you do it? You know how I do it?
What?
I found some like sounds. I like rain. Kind of calms me down. The sound of rain on a roof or something. That's what I do meditation with quite a lot. It's a good sound. I've got the app on my phone. You're not giving any fucks, are you?
None were given. Right, okay. Oh, crap. Will you just go turn that big light up? I'm doing a Peter Kay. Go turn the big light out. Go turn the big light out.
Where's the light switch?
It's just outside the door. And just down the street. And then... That's the one.
Are you leaving them on? At the back?
Yeah, we always leave them on. Nah. Excellente.
So, for those of you that don't know this experiment by now, Tony's going to be blindfolded. We're going to flash a red strobe in his eyes, but there's protection there for his eyes. This is going to affect his front lobal area sort of thing, and we're going to be playing some white noise into his ears using noise cancelling headphones. We do not use a ghost box. This is the PSI method. It's just white noise. So whatever he thinks he's hearing, he's going to just speak it out and I'll write it down. Or whatever he sees in his head or whatever image is just jumping, he's just going to say it and I'll write it down.
Ooh, ja.
And then I'm going to attempt to make contact if anything does contact him and he can't hear a thing what I'm saying. So hopefully we'll get some names this time.
Yeah, we'll see what transpires.
Can it go in with questions or just a blank mind? Toby Ann is asking. I suppose it could do, but I think it's just going to open up. This is what it is. It's partially the Gansfeld experiment, which is like the open field, isn't it? And
Yes.
whatever comes to him, that's basically what it is. So if anybody does have seizures or fits, don't watch this experiment. That is your like warning, I suppose. There you go. Alexa, turn light red. Yeah, I mean, as Babs is saying over on TikTok, if anybody can see anything in the room as we're doing this, write it in the comments, and if I miss it at the end, just remind me and we'll discuss it. So the strobe is going to be red. I'm going to turn the ring light out shortly because that's white. The clicking you can hear is actually the trifield meter. You will hear clicking. So if that clicking noise changes, it is notifying us that something in the area is coming closer. What is on the screen?
That's synced up exactly to that clicking.
Yeah. What's on the screen? It's a white noise generator.
Yeah, I've got a little white noise generator there in the iPod, which is absolutely brilliant. You know, we've used this for years. You can generate any kind of noise from this. You can have a just a standing sine wave. You can alter the low pass filter, the high pass filter. You can get it to any kind of hertz frequency what you want. We kind of had it. We kind of settle on this on the sound that we've got because it's the kind of like the least harsh really. But yeah.
Milligauss 0. Better write that down.
Right, okay.
So that screen on the countertop, what you can't see it on YouTube, is the trimeter. I've got the thermal camera, what I'm going to be monitoring round Tony with. Be right back getting some crap to eat, says Rochelle. Enjoy your crap.
in the biblical sense. Excuse me. Right. Okay. So I'm going in.
So it will take a couple of minutes, maybe 2 to 5 minutes for Tony to settle in. He's just moving the white noise generator out of the way. He's left his hand there so I can check the heart rate. We started at 92 and he's moved his hand. It is now at 96. Looking at it. Oh, start time. I better write that down as well. $8:42. So before I start asking any kind of question, I'm just going to give him a few minutes to settle in. Just to try and relax because his heart rate is actually, it's actually dropped. It's at 90. Tony, can you hear me? Don't know what he's doing there. I don't know if there's a sound problem. Hello? Tony? No, he can't hear me. So Tony does this experiment with his eyes closed. I have my eyes open when I wear that mask. That's 1 minute. This is when it starts to affect your eyes round about now where that red light flashing kind of changes colour. That's 2 minutes. All right. The sound gone. The sound. Yeah. So for those of you wondering,
That's better. Right.
you took the sound mask off because the sound actually stopped and it shouldn't have done.
Just talk.
Can you hear me? Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sorry, I could just get a sense of a light mumbling before, and I thought it might have been you talking. So just talk again.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh no, that's done it. It wasn't on full volume.
Right.
Right. Sorry about that, guys, but we've got to get it right so it doesn't spoil the experience. Right. Okay.
So this mask back on at 46. Tobian, can you hear things through the white noise? Ever? You can start to hear noises in it, yeah. Hello, from old England, Badger. Brian, hello. So just going to take a few minutes for Tony to kind of acclimatise to this experiment. And then, what was that, sorry? Over on YouTube, somebody said, "Hi, YouTube alerts, I saw obituary. I didn't get one for this." All right. Tuck Norris, hello. So Tony started again at 8:46. It's now being another minute. Mr. Rough Dog, hello. Just going to give it a few minutes. Your blood pressure. Oh, it just reminded me. Yeah, it's at 90. So we're monitoring Tony's blood pressure because I need to know how it affects his mind to know if I can go back under a strobe light because I don't want it raising my blood pressure anymore. 90. BP 90. Not his blood pressure, sorry, his heart rate. You didn't get notification it was in your feed. Welcome back, Rochelle. How was your crap? So his BP is, not his BP, heart rate is still 90. That's because I'm used to doing my blood pressure every day. 46, so it's been 2 minutes. I'm going to move off this stool because it's creaking every time I'm slightly moving. You got ginger ale and rice bowl of crisps. All right, cool. So Tony's temperature has actually gone up. 47. It's gone up. No, it hasn't. It started at 48. It's roughly the same then. I'm going to move off this stool. So the EMF field is 0. Can I hear his heart rate? No, he's wearing like a heart monitor on his wrist. I'm just tracking his heart rate and it's staying around 90. A wee snack, but the ginger ale for your fever. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I did mean his heart rate, Helen, sorry. Kaza, hello. I'm just looking around the room with a thermal camera to see if there's any kind of anomaly. Tony can't hear a word I am saying. What's the eye mask? It's a normal, you know, one of those eye masks that you wear in bed to stop the light. It's that, but we've put ping pong balls in it. We cut a ping pong ball in half, stitch those in it to protect his eyes from the strobe. We only need a bit of that strobe coming in. He does it with his eyes closed anyway, but I have my eyes open when I'm doing it. Been 4 minutes. Appreciate the scientific way you do things. I'm a believer, but only in the stuff I've seen firsthand. But that's just the way to be, Brian. All right, Nev. So the heart rate is It's staying roughly at 90. It's going 90, 91. The magnetic energy field is at 0. Temperature is actually dropped a couple of degrees. It's been 5 minutes. Is there anyone there with Tony? Can you please communicate with Tony through Tony? Give him any kind of sign, put an image in his head or a sound. Or can you come next to this meter, what is on the worktop? So Tony's heart rate is still at 90. So the temperature around Tony is actually dropped by 2 degrees. So those cars passing, Tony can't hear that. He's got the noise cancelling headphones on. Tony can't hear anything I'm saying. Strangely, it's taken longer for Tony this week. He can normally pretty much jump straight into it.
Hello?
Hello?
What you doing?
I'm here to talk to you.
Salisbury.
Who is it with Tony? Heart rate 90, it's staying the same.
Drake. Getting the name Drake. Martha. Is that what you're saying?
The trifill meter is spiking at 0.3. It was at 0. Can you come closer to this device, what I'm pointing at, please? Can you affect that device?
What's the Japanese connection?
George, good evening. So Tony's heart rate has actually gone up to 92.
Is there a World War II Japanese connection here? Hiroshima.
Heart rate 93. Then tapping in front of the cameras.
Someone's showing me the dogs, the two beagles.
Is there anyone with Tony?
Drake is right. And someone's showing me, I can hear in the background a lot of like choral singing, as if it's done in a big cathedral. And there's a shaft of light beaming down in the darkness, and I can see it. But it isn't illuminating anyone. It's just I can see it clear as day. The shaft of light coming straight from the top. It's got a slight diagonal line to it. It's like it's at that angle, coming down at a slight angle. But there's no one in it. There's no one there.
"14 minutes." Kaza, do I get different results? Yeah, I tend to see quite a lot, but I have my eyes open. Hiroshima. So Tony's heart rate is at 94. It's gone up by 4. "95, 96. It's shooting.
Oh, right. Out of the blue. Out of the blue. That's the weirdest thing. Oh, there's a bit of explanation for this. Watching a video earlier about that guy doing all those weird movements, and I've just had two things come through which I couldn't remember, and I've just had those two things I was trying to describe. I've just been told that Ashibarai is a leg sweep, thank you, and Juntsuki no Tsukomi is the sidestep with a hammer fist. And those were the two things I couldn't remember earlier. And they've just come out of the blue. It's as if someone said, oh, this is that and this is that. And there's the Japanese terms for them. Yeah, of course. Well, I couldn't remember. That was the weirdest thing. That was as loud as anything.
Oh, it's gone to 100. His heart rate is at 100. Every time he's saying something, his heart rate is jumping really high.
No, it's all changed again. I've just been touched on my left hand.
His left hand is 44 degrees. And his body temperature is 47. Heart rate 90. "18 minutes in." All of Spooky Dookie's reviews, hello.
Hi. Konnichiwa.
10 Chinese now. Who's there? Who is it? Konnichiwa. .96 heart rate's gone up again. Every time something comes through, his heart rate's jumping. Is there anyone with Tony?
Thank you.
Who's there? Who is it? Give me your name, please. Fascinating to watch. Yeah, it's cool. It's a pretty cool experiment.
I feel like I'm getting splashed with water. You know, maybe like you're walking on the deck of a ship or something and a wave comes up and you get a light dusting of like water. Just, I'm feeling that every now and again. It's not unpleasant.
Yeah, Rochelle, both Tony and I have a long background in martial arts, in karate.
And someone's showing me a daisy. Like a flower with a great big yellow centre with all these white petals around it, and it looks like a daisy, and it's just there. But it's not small; it's huge.
Heart rate 98. Every time something comes through, his heart rate is going pretty high. Josh Rogan would love to have us two on his show. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Is there anyone with Tony that can speak to me through Tony?
I can't see any detail, but I can see this diagonal line, like a diagonal line like that. I feel really off balance.
Heart rate 96. Heart rate was 96. Temperature's about 46. "26 minutes now."
I feel like there's someone who wants to approach but can't for some reason.
"99 heart rate, wow." There's a pattern with his heart rate. So long as no one gets crane kicked by a ghost. So I'm going to let it go for another 3 minutes unless something happens.
Oh, this seems already disjointed. Now I'm looking up at the sky, and there are these massive, like pure white cloud, like cumulus clouds. And they're so white against the backdrop of this blue sky. I'm just getting a real feeling of serenity and peace.
"28 minutes. Heart rate is 92, 91.
This is really quite nice.
Automatic writing. I don't know, I suppose we could try it, but it may interfere with Tony trying to get in that zone. "29 minutes. Let's go 1 more minute. Put my pen on his hand. Heart rate 95. Temperatures remain the same pretty much.
Marcus, that's enough. Someone shouting, Marcus, that's enough. Oh,
Bang on as well. Alexa, turn light white.
Okay.
that felt totally different tonight.
What?
That was totally different.
99.
Oh,
Joe, when you said
God,
that, somebody said,
flipping
Marcus,
heck.
that's enough. I actually was saying, right, I'm going to give it one more minute and then I'm stopping.
Really?
Yeah. Right, I'll just turn off
right,
the
okay.
tri-field.
Oh, that felt totally different tonight.
Interesting
Excuse me.
stuff going on. Not in what you were saying so much, but with what your body was doing.
Oh, right, okay.
So how long do you think you was doing that for?
15, 20 minutes.
30 minutes.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right.
I wanted to round it off, so I did say... I was counting down from 3 minutes to 1 minute, and then you said that.
Right, okay.
8:42 to... You started, but removed the mask at 8:44 because the sound, you could hear something through the sound. You wanted to make sure that the generator was working right.
Yeah, it was. I don't think the volume was fully up on there, and I was just getting a low mumble, those bass sounds from your. I thought, is that Mark's voice? And that was why it was the volume was low. Settings were wrong.
So anyway, 8:46. You put the mask back on. A minute later, took your heart rate, which it was baseline at 90, which is what. When we first started, it was 92, so it then went. It was 90. I left it for 5 minutes, and then I said, "Is anyone there with Tony? Give him a sign." A minute later, 8:53. Your heart rate was still 90. Your temperature had dropped by 2 degrees, so it was 48, and it dropped to 46.
Okay.
8:54. Hello. That's what you said. Hello, what you doing? So I responded, I'm here to talk to you. And then you went, Salisbury. But you're doing it in a weird voice. You're like, hello? Like that. Is that your bad impression of a Chinese person?
No. I wouldn't do that anyway. Not on a live.
8:55. Who is it with Tony? A minute later, you said, Drake, Martha. Then you went, is that what you're saying? So I got 2 first names, I didn't know what the rest meant. 8:57, the tri-field meter actually spiked. It went to 0.3 and it's been reading 0 all the time.
All right, okay.
So there was that little tiny spike, but it was noticeable. I only did it the once, and that it was then. And then 8:57, within the same minute, you said, "What is the Japanese connection?" A minute later, 8:58, your heart rate was still 92. In the same minute, you went, "World War II Japanese connection here, Hiroshima." That's what you said.
Okay.
A minute later, 8:59, the heart rate was 93. And I heard a tapping in front of the cameras at that side somewhere. 8:59, in the same minute you went, there's 2 beagles, they're showing me dogs.
I remember that.
9 o'clock, I said, is anyone with Tony? Then you went, Drake is right. There's singing in like a cathedral.
Right. What did Drake is right?
Yeah, Drake is right. Then you went, there's like singing in a cathedral, like that kind of choir singing, if you like.
Right, okay.
901. Oh, Drake. Linked to that name you said with Martha. Drake is right.
Right.
Because it was Drake and
Oh,
Martha,
right,
you said.
okay. Okay.
So just... sorry, 901. There's a shaft of light in the darkness at an angle, but there's nobody there. 902, your heart rate was 96, it was shooting up. You went out of the blue. 2 things. I couldn't remember how to spell these, even though we both come from a martial arts background. So I quickly wrote Ashibarai.
Ashibarai.
Junzuki no Tsukomi.
Ashibarai and Junzuki no Tsukomi, those were the 2 techniques we couldn't think of when watching that silly video either with that daft guy on it.
You went, someone told me.
Yeah, I remember. It was just like, bang, bang, and they were both there, and I thought, oh, those are the things we wanted to remember.
Yeah.
Right, okay, and I remember that.
So 904, 2 minutes later, you said, weirdest thing. And in the same minute, your heart rate went to 100. It shot right up from 90. 905, I'm being touched on my left hand, so I took a temperature reading off the
Yes.
thermal camera, and it was 44, and your body temperature was at 48. Oh, sorry, 47. So it actually dropped by a couple of degrees. Then at 9:05 in the same minute, your heart rate went back down to 90. So it had kind of gone up as you was being touched on your left hand to 100. Then it had dropped again when it
Right,
stopped
okay.
by 10. And 9:06 you went, hi, konnichiwa. So I said, who's there? Who is it? There's no
I
response.
don't remember that.
So I thought, all right, I'll say it as you did it. I went, konnichiwa. No response. 9:07, your heart rate was 96. 9:08, is anyone with Tony? You went, thank you. 9:09, who's there? Give me your name, please. That's what I said. 9:09, in the same minute, you said, I feel as I'm getting splashed with water, as if I'm on a ship getting splashed by the mist. You don't remember, do you?
No.
11 minutes past 9. Somebody showed me a daisy. It's a big daisy, and it's very bright white.
I do remember that.
And your heart rate.
It was in my full vision.
Your
It was
heart
just
rate
like there.
shot up from, what was it? It was 90 to 98 when you said that. Every time you were saying something, I kept looking at your heart rate, and your heart rate kept jumping.
Right.
So these are
okay.
linked there. There's
Right.
something's going on. A minute later, 9:12, and I said, is anyone with Tony? And you went, I can't see any detail, but I see a diagonal line, and I'm off balance. And your heart rate again was at 96 from 90, because it was always baselining at 90.
Right.
But every time something was happening, it kept jumping. So it jumped again to 96
Right,
every time
okay.
you said something. A minute later, 9:13. I feel like someone wants to approach but can't. Guess what? Your heart rate went from 90 to 99 as you said that.
Right, okay.
So again, every time something's coming in, your heart rate is jumping. 9:15, you said, it's disjointed. I'm looking at the sky. It's big white cumulus clouds, and I've got this big feeling of peace. And as you were saying this, I'm saying, I'm just giving it 2 minutes, 1 minute. Anyway, 9:17, your heart rate jumped again to 95 because I'd just said, right, I'm stopping it in 1 minute. You went, Marcus, that's enough, stop it. And your heart rate jumped to 99. So
Right.
every time something was coming in, your heart rate was jumping right up.
When do I call you Marcus?
You don't. The only people that call me Marcus is my mother and Tina. Where did that go? Well, so Spank the Monkey, what do you make of that, people? 30 minutes. Good idea, Mike, to track the heart rate.
Flipping heck. Yeah.
We need to do it more often. Depending what my heart rate is whether or not I'll do the experiment, because I don't want it to go after the shit I've just had in hospital. I don't want it to jump. Who's called? Oh, Rough Dog's going to start calling me Marcus. Cool. Wreaking havoc, fabulous.
Oh, so you own a book about Salisbury Cathedral. Author is Drake Jane. Is that right? Is there a book?
No, they're asking if you own a book.
Oh, no.
Question mark.
Salisbury, no.
Michelle said that was great.
Definitely not.
I think it was interesting. There's that one spike on the EMF meter when you got the names. Drake and Martha.
Was that the name?
Is Drake, Martha, is that what you're saying? That's what you said. And then the trifield jumped.
Rochelle says there's always a book. So there is a book about...
Oh, there will be a book about Salisbury Cathedral, won't there? Tony, did you get any dragon themes like Eastern folklore?
Jane.
Me?
No.
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 Hang on, I'll just catch up on some of these comments. Badger's just watched Prince of Darkness. It would be very well be the evil that's being released upon the world. Could be.
Big daisies you mentioned have always been known as dog daisies. The big daisies you mentioned have always been known as dog daisies.
Rough Dog Neville says,
Right, okay.
wow, I've noted that you said you'd give it a minute, then he said that, yeah, that was interesting. If I've missed any comments, just type them again. Badger's come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and he's all out.
And I'm all out of bubble gum. They Live. Great film.
Duke Nukem, we're talking about gaming over here.
Duke Nukem. Oh, that's so 90s.
Is this method able to be done often, or should you give it a long break? We do it every week, once a week.
Yeah.
But we've been doing it for years.
Excuse me.
Generally,
Good
Tony
grief.
and I, we can jump straight into it. Depends how we feel. If Tony's knackered, then it takes a bit longer.
I'm always amazed at half the things you read out on there, and you're the same. When we go through the responses, you have totally no idea that you've responded in some of those ways, and it's always a surprise to hear that.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you can, sometimes like I remember the Daisy.
World War II, Japan. And karate, says Jack. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the Daisy plain as day, and though on the clouds, the cumulus clouds, and feeling really,
Tony,
like disconnected.
Neville is asking, could you put it into words, the difference of this experience compared to the previous one? I want to, right, Tony, all right, I'll add this to that, what Rough Dog said. Is it any different when I'm here to when, like the other week when I wasn't here and other people are doing it?
No. Honestly, no difference at all. No difference at all. But this week, it was just different. It was almost as if.
I asked about dragons because a drake is a young dragon in law. All right. There's no dragons, is there?
Dragons? No.
Because drake, that's what it means in old folklore.
All right, okay. All of that felt, from what I can remember of it, all of that felt really like disjointed, you know.
Check his artwork Heart rate while he's at rest. We did. I baselined it at 90. Tony's got a high heart rate anyway.
Always have. Even when I was a young man, it was always off like the clappers. The annoying thing about this experiment is that it leaves you...
More questions.
Yeah, it leaves you with more questions. It always leaves you wondering. It always leaves you wondering, does that come from your head? Or do you really become something of a channel for something else to communicate through? I'm undecided. But it's always, there's always something bloody weird in there. There's always something strange, you know.
We've got to link that heart rate with every time you said something, because it did keep jumping. There's a noticeable pattern there. Every time you got something in your head and spoke out, heart rate jumped right up.
Yeah. It's maybe like the shock, a physiological response to the shock and anticipation and like the wonder of something coming through, because it is always a bit of a shock when something comes through real clearly, because you're in the moment and you have all the sensations with it as well.
Is it the same when Mark comes up? Toby, and we haven't checked my heart rate when I'm doing this. At the minute, my heart rate is really high because of a few medical reasons. But I wanted to check it because apparently using strobe affects your blood pressure. I didn't know that. That's why I was testing it on Tony tonight. I wonder if Drake was a reference to a decoy, which makes sense in a battle, says Wreak and Havoc.
Drake? I don't know.
Rochelle's saying,
I don't
your
know.
blood pressure hasn't made her nervous. I dare tech man at the moment. I'll start panicking.
See, it does definitely leave you with more questions than you can answer.
Do you know what I'm doing with this?
To be honest.
Look at the camera speeds.
Oh, the frame rate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slightly. I think that one's slightly faster, your tablet, than the iPhone.
Yeah, they are different, aren't they?
I just noticed useless things like that.
That is a great fidget spinner, isn't it? That is a great fidget
Yes,
spinner.
obviously we've all got one.
Yeah.
You know, Doobie's got high blood pressure. I didn't know that. Yeah, I did a bit of research, and strobe can affect it. But I don't know. I may be able to do this without a strobe because I've done all that kind of mediumship before. I may be able to do just like you said, a red light without it flashing in my face.
Yeah, I think the original Gansfeld experiment was just a warm red light, and that was it. Whee!
Leanne, East Coast paranormal crawlers. Are you near us then? We're on the East Coast.
It'll be the East Coast in America.
Yeah. Not far then.
Yeah, not too far away. Just a
Should
hop
check
over
out
the
that.
Atlantic.
Bird flying with exact shutter speed. Looks like it's hovering. Never. Yeah.
Checked on his heart rate while you were asking him questions and see if it raises. Can you use other colours? Well, I think they use the colour red because it's the natural colour you see.
Oh, you're in Maine. Oh, yeah, you're right, Tony.
But Stephen King loved Maine and that area. He based some of his stories around there, didn't he? Can you use other colours? Yeah, I think they use red because it's the natural colour you see when you do close your eyes. Obviously, with your eyelids being that thin and the blood running through them, you get so it's kind of like a more natural colour to see, a more natural palette for any.
Which is where lobsters play.
Yeah.
There's a reason for the red, and I can't remember, and I should remember stuff like this, but I'm sure Rough Dog will be able to tell us.
I think it's red because it's more like physiologically acceptable to you. It's nothing
It
weird.
affects that part of the brain more. I think.
Yeah, it's nothing weird right from the off. what if you are colourblind? I am red-green colourblind, or colourblindness doesn't really work like that, you know. It's when you get the subtle shades that hide between reds and greens and everything. Some of them just grey out. Some of them are just
I only
grey
see
for
red
me.
when I'm waiting behind someone getting their lotto tickets checked by the cash. I hate that. When I'm at the cash machine trying to get cash out and some twat is stood in front of me and they're taking forever. Dude,
Why
pressing that slow the buttons, I'm like, will you hurry up?
Yeah, they've got no
And
sense of
then
urgency.
after
these
all
people.
that, they take another one out and do another card. I'm like, oh, come on.
Oh yeah, I've been behind people. It's like, what are you doing?
I'm just having a moan.
It's like, bloody sort yourselves out, for heaven's sake.
Just little things what annoy me.
That grind your gears.
Yeah. Lisa, hello.
Oh, wow, says Toby, and I've never heard someone describe being colourblind. When I was in my late teens, early 20s, I had this real chunky pullover that I used to wear. And it was great. It was real big, chunky and warm, and I loved it. One day a mate of mine came round and we were sat in the kitchen just having a laugh and this, that and the other, and he went, "That's a lovely green pullover you're wearing." So I went, "It's not green, it's grey." And he went, "It's not, Tony." He said, "It's light green." And I went, "You're joking." And then I looked again, and now that I'd been told, I'd been wearing this damn thing for a couple of years just thinking it was grey. And the moment he said, and the moment he told me it was green, I could see it was green.
What colour's this?
This, it's like a black background with like a beigey, like weave coming through, kind of thing. Yeah, but it's weird. It's like some shades, some real subtle shades. If someone says to me, "No, it's not tone. It's a real subtle shade of red," and then I'll be able to see that it's red, and I'll think, "Why couldn't you see that before? Why couldn't you see that before?" And every time I see that shade, I can tell what shade it is.
Toby
I can
Ann
see that
said
it's red.
you
It's
should get
weird.
some glasses. The world will open up to you.
Oh yeah, I know those like chromatic glasses kind of things, but I'm not that bad. It's just that I can't tell some subtle shades.
The thing is,
sometimes.
Tony is like, well, you are an electrician, aren't you? In some respect.
Well, kind of, but
What
it's not
gets
my
me
main
right?
qualification.
All these vehicles that he does these electrics on, the wire colourings, he manages to do it and it works.
Yeah.
I wouldn't work for Bomb Squad though, just in case.
Well, I was always told I wouldn't be able to work for the Royal Navy as an engineer or anything like that because of my mild red-green colour blindness. Yeah, but I've always known. I was diagnosed as a kid. I've always known about it. Yeah.
There we go. Neville, aka Rough Dog, saying, "You're right about the red light mark. Our eyes are adjusted more to that wave than any other, most mammals in general."
There you go.
Rochelle saying, "My cash machine." A colourblind electrician, somebody's like, yeah, exactly.
Babsy says, I'm back.
So we'll give him his proper title, vehicle technician.
Vehicle body technician. Although I did used to put people through their exams for working on high voltage vehicles, and some of that meant stripping out the high voltage battery and this, that and the other.
Kevin's the same. Helen is asking, do you feel drained after that, Tony?
Do you know what? I always feel drained after doing work like this. I especially feel drained after tarot, after doing tarot and this. Oh wow! And I've learned that there's a time to stop.
Helen's being timed out by Rochelle. Oh, don't mess with the mods. I don't know what's gone on there. Rick and Havoc said, "My old boss was completely colourblind and electrician." Parasolo, hello. There's been lots of lives and premieres tonight. I'll watch back later. Yeah, Shandy, cool. Just everybody come back and watch. Yeah. What if there was a ghost, right? And it was a certain shade of green what you can't see? You won't see it.
It doesn't matter.
Would it be grey?
Yeah, I guess so.
Right.
I guess so.
What was that? Brian said, don't turn on the AC after he worked on it. Don't turn your aircon on after you've worked on it.
I'm great with aircon. Yeah, I'll have you know. Kel Marie says that's why the live is striped. And don't ever wire a plug, Kel Marie. The live is not striped, that's the earth you're thinking of. That's the green and
They
yellow
don't
earth.
generally put earth on plugs now, do they?
You will get your double earth signal, your double earth symbol on the back of an electrical appliance that doesn't really require one, and it's like the box. It's like a square within a square. That means the item itself is double earthed, and there's no real requirement.
Put red and
for,
green
a
side by
separate-
side and they start to flicker. All right.
Kel Marie says, "Oh yes, be careful, Kel Marie."
Shandy's granddad was a colourblind upholsterer and it had its problems.
I bet it did. Yeah, I bet it did.
Most homes in the UK don't have aircon. No, they don't. We don't have aircon.
No. Let's just get this right. You're talking about AC, not alternating current. You're talking about
I presume
aircon.
you mean aircon.
Yeah, not alternating current. Yeah.
What are your thoughts about appearances in people's dreams? Do you guys have an experience of it?
Yes.
Yeah, Neville.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do I think about it? It's hard to prove it, isn't it? I think.
Well, it is, but I've told you about that. The one lucid dream that I've had involved a friend of mine who had passed away about 4 months previously, and another mate of mine who was also a mate of Roy's who passed away used to absolutely love me telling this story. He always used to say, "Go on, tell that story about Roy Ton. Tell that story about Roy." Oh, right, go, here we go again. Right, okay, but that was that. It was a lucid dream. I was completely in control of my movements, and even my thought processes, and even thinking, what's going on here? Where the hell am I? Kind of thing. Yeah.
Aircon. No, we don't. No. I think some businesses have aircon, but the homes in the UK, and some people do, don't they? But
Yeah,
generally they don't, no.
Yeah, generally don't. We
And
don't really.
We probably do need. The summers are getting hotter, aren't they?
Yeah.
And, you know when your balls stick to your legs and you think, oh, I could just do with some aircon. Let's go sit in the fridge for a bit. Kazza, got to run. Thanks, Mark and Tony, for a fascinating experiment. No problem.
No problem.
Come back again.
No problem. Pleased you joined us.
It's upper 90s.
Thank you,
in
Tracy.
Canada. Wow. That's 30 C.
Well, yeah.
That's hot.
That is still really warm.
Bye, Kazza.
Tobian says, I had a dream about a friend getting on a plane and I was sad. I found out later that she had died.
How do we get through the summer, Brian? Very hot. We get like fans.
Thank you, Tracy.
Or
Yes.
we literally do open the fridge door and just stand there.
Do you know, if you leave your fridge open,
You knacker it.
no, it's not just that, it actually warms your room up. Because your fridge, the compressor has to work harder
Yeah.
to maintain that inner temperature, which it will never do. So it will, so it gets hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter at the back and gradually warms your room up. So that's the fallacy. Leaving your fridge door open cools your room down. It doesn't, it warms it up.
I've had a recurring
Weirdly.
dream for 20 years of someone I knew might mail you about it sometime, Mark. Would be interested of your thoughts. Yeah, Rough Dog Cool, just send us an email. Ball stick is a side effect of extreme heat. It is, Brian. You, says Rochelle, I can control my dreams to some extent. Quite often I dreamt about my dad. The living room was on a busy roundabout. I love dreaming about my dad. Oh, cool, Shandy.
Oh, that's
as long
lovely.
as it's, you know, good for you.
Yeah. Gemma says you need to watch Uncanny on BBC Player. It's investigating paranormal. You'll like it. Already there, Gemma.
I think we started watching it, didn't we, last night?
It
Was
was
it?
really good. It was Friday, wasn't it? Friday night.
Do you know what? I don't like Kieran O'Keefe, though. I'd never have done.
No,
I
you
think
won't
he's a
have
bit
you.
of a knob.
Yeah. But then again, I mean, he does have a corner to fight, doesn't he? And he's got to come out of his corner with the thought processes that he has.
He knew, right, most hauntings were fake, and I don't just mean the Derek Okora thing. I mean, he knew it was scripted, and he never said anything.
No, he didn't.
So I don't forgive him.
No.
He's a knob.
But yeah, it was, Gemma, it was excellent.
Do you remember
It
your
was
first
absolutely
nightmare?
excellent.
No, I don't. It was a long time ago. I was a child, maybe 4 years old. That's another story.
Oh God, I remember my first nightmare. It was horrible. Yeah. Bloody awful.
Thanks for that. I've got an iPlayer, says Shandy. Cool.
Gemma says, it was really good. Poltergeist on Friday.
Right, is it an open skeptic?
Yes, it is.
And, well,
Yes,
I
it
don't know if
is.
it's open. It just, when he was on Most Haunted, he knew what was going on. He must
Yeah,
have
of course
done.
he did.
As
They
an
all
investigator,
did.
you would.
They all did.
He kept quiet because he was on the payroll. I'm not saying he's bad at his job, because he's probably good at his job, but that just annoyed me.
Excuse me.
Are you
Toby
tired?
Ann says, I had recurring dreams of kids floating around in bubbles.
All right.
Okay, weird. Yeah. Toby and Willow says, Gemma, did you see that programme on BBC iPlayer in North Wales?
They showed the Philip experiment on that one last night.
They did indeed.
And we're based, our Annabelle project is actually based on the Philip experiment, which you can find over on our YouTube channel
You can.
if you're a subscriber.
Which just goes to show what a progressive paranormal team we are, really.
We did it first. I think he's caught up in a shite show he wasn't ready for. Maybe.
I think that was his first TV exposure, wasn't it? So he was probably a little bit giddy. You didn't want to speak up.
I used to dream about the Eggman. He used to kill
The what?
people. The Eggman.
The Eggman.
By digging the top of the boiled egg into the top of their head. What? That's some weird shit. Derek Okora, aka Clinton Baptiste. I've got a. Is it a Claire? Is it a Lisa? Is it a Helen? It's that one, isn't it?
Have we got a John in the room? That 2 dozen hands go up.
Oh, that was your first nightmare, Shandy.
Yeah, watch Uncanny, everybody. It was. I thought the way the lad went about his investigation and looking into the finer points of that case was absolutely brilliant. He wasn't going to let it drop, and but it was the change of house numbers at the end that actually got me.
Shandy says, I'm getting the word.
Nonce.
Dear David thing's coming back around. I think it was a good social experiment. Dear David, that rings a bell. Why does that ring a bell?
I don't know. Dear David. Dear David.
Most Haunted scare the bejesus out of me. You're joking, Badger.
Spoiler alert, Tony. Spoiler
The
alert.
acting was scary. Oh yeah, the acting was bad.
Spoiler. Oh yeah, sorry. I had just given a spoiler alert. Yeah, I was kidding. I was joking about that.
Spinny things.
You should have seen it on Friday, and then we wouldn't have to worry about spoiler alerts. Should have watched it. Should have just watched it.
Are you at work tomorrow?
I am at work tomorrow. Yeah.
I've got a week off.
I've
I'm
got-
sick.
Yeah, I know you have, but I've got a lot
I'm
to
going
do
to catch
at
up
work
with the
tomorrow.
Annabelle
Yeah.
project. Yes. The first night I was on a ski lift and all the seats did what? Were filled with grinning skeletons. Isn't it weird what goes through people's minds?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I remember as a kid having this dream, and I'd won this like toy boat, and it was kind of like this little battleship thing. It's about so big, and it was this scale model of a battleship, and all the guns worked on it, and all the turrets moved, and there was all like cameras on the deck, and this, that, and the other. And I remember someone going, "There, it's yours, take it." And I was like, "Oh, great!" And I just couldn't reach it.
Yeah.
I could never just reach it and put my hands on it. And then I gradually started to wake up, and I woke up doing this. I was reaching for this like toy boat, this big battleship with all the like everything moved on the deck, and it was brilliant. And I was really disappointed that it was a dream. In fact, I tried to go back to sleep again. I shut my eyes, and it was kind of but it was drifting away, and it was like dissipating as fast as I could kind of get it in my head again. And that really upset me because I thought I'd won a brilliant prize at something. I really did genuinely think I'd won a brilliant prize.
I'll buy you a battleship for Christmas.
I'm not interested in battleships.
I
I maybe liked it when I was a kid, but
I don't think Kieran kept his mouth shut because of pay. I think it was more worried about being hammered in court. He probably signed an NDA.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah. You don't know what goes on, dear, behind these.
Got to go, yeah. We'll see you again.
Excellent. Yeah, we'll see you. You take care. We'll see you soon. We will see you soon. Pennywise.
Leanne, welcome back. Don't want to know what's in Badger's match. Oh, Tony, while Badger's here,
Yes.
I've got his email address somewhere.
Yes. Oh, right,
He
okay.
wants us to add him on the Oculus.
Okay, great. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, brilliant.
That'd be cool.
Excellent. Have you got, Badger, have you got Drop Dead? Do you play
You always,
Drop Dead?
Gemma dreams of jumping in the mouths of dead whales on Blackpool Prom. Or swimming with orcas.
Swimming with orcas?
Not much difference there, is there?
Blackpool.
That's weird.
That's really specific. That is weirdly specific, yeah.
Big guns.
Never anything normal in my dreams. Hi, Jenny.
Anyway,
Hi, Jen.
Guys, thanks for watching over on YouTube and TikTok.
Yes.
We're going to go shortly, so please hit the like button wherever you are on the way out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good night, Jack. Thanks for watching. And
Hi, Jack.
keep coming back to YouTube through the week. We're going to put some more videos up, hopefully, because I'm off work. Before we go, Neville had a dream. He would hand this kid a toy battleship, but he changed his mind and took it away because he didn't like the look of him. Callum, good night. You've all been awesome for watching us because we're just kind of crackers anyway.
Jenny's asking, what's whole page about? We are a paranormal team. We're PSI, Paranormal Scientific Investigators, and we do all sorts.
Leanne, thanks for coming.
To
Rochelle, thank you.
just to try to further our own understanding of the paranormal, really, in all its.
Check our videos out over on YouTube. If
Yes.
you type on YouTube search at PSI Paranormal,
Yes.
you'll see some proper crap videos.
Oh no, it's all. Excuse me, it's all proper homegrown
But I can
stuff.
joke like that because I know how good they are.
Absolutely.
Have a good night, guys. It was an interesting session. Good laugh as always. Says Rough Dogs. See you later, Badger.
Thank you, Tracy.
I'll subscribe and comment. Love you so much, says Rochelle. Thank you.
Our mods are amazing. Thank you.
Big Black what? Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. Because I've rode that very ski lift as a kid. It blew my head.
And with the skeletons on it.
Good evening, Matt and Tony. Good evening, Badger.
Good evening, Badger.
Mike as well, thanks for watching. I hope you got home safe. I'm sure you did because you're on the live. He was on a train last time he was watching.
Hey.
Have I missed anyone? Nobody goes, look, they just sit watching us, watching them.
It's like Gogglebox. We sit watching people who
Paranormal
sit watching the
Gogglebox.
telly. Yeah, another weird one this evening. Another
Night,
weird
Lisa.
evening.
You're gonna watch it from the beginning. Cool.
Excellent. Yeah, so we're going to bid you good evening. We're going to bid
night.
you good night. And we'll see you during the
I'm
week.
gonna go find some food. Go home and get some scran.
And don't do anything stupid.
Good night, Rochelle. Thanks for coming and modding.
Yeah.
Wreaking havoc. Good night.
Yeah, right. Good night, guys. Love you all. See you throughout the week. You take care. Bye-bye.